How's it going, everyone? It's me, Whiplashthesnake, and today, we're gonna be talking about some shit. So let me give you a little bit of backstory. So let me bring you back to last night where I was just at work, driving around, delivering people's pizza, going through Twitter, and eventually I start seeing a ton of people asking if $20 is okay. Which, no kidding, confused the hell out of me at first because, I was just at work and all I had was Twitter to keep me notified. And then I start to see stuff about Leafy being exposed, and then also stuff about Nick Cash from HeyWatchYourMouth coming up, and at this point I'm just sitting there delivering pizza's like, well shit, I need to know what the fuck is going on because clearly something is going down right now. So at this point I end up hitting up Jacksepticeye asking him what the fuck is going on, and basically he tells me to fuck off and watch HeyWatchYourMouth's video. So I just work through the rest of my shift watching more and more of this go down on Twitter until I finally get off and go home. And then the absolute second I get home, I hop onto my computer and I pull up this video. And it was a long one, a 22-minute video by HeyWatchYourMouth called The Real LeafyIsHere. And basically the entire video was an exposed video. And this entire exposed video basically consisted of Nick Cash himself just talking into his camera, telling his own personal story with LeafyIsHere. Even going so far to put a major disclaimer in the beginning saying that this entire video is not satire and he means everything that he says. And the content of this video puts in some extremely damning evidence against LeafyIsHere, or, well, if you take it at face value, it does. Because while Nick did tie up a ton of loose ends in this video and he explained stuff quite well, he did forget one major factor to the video. That tiny little thing being that little pesky nuisance of evidence. And before you begin raging, here, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I mean by this. And to start this whole thing off and to give an example on it, I'm going to call back to something that happened about a month or two ago. And when it happened, people lost their shit. Now, I'm sure that we all remember Keemstar and the entire incident that happened with him. He had been exposed as a terrible person by a ton of YouTubers, including LeafyIsHere, GradeAUnderA, Pyrocynical, a ton of people. And hell, even at the time, I had joined the bandwagon and had made exposed videos on him. And very recently, I made the decision to remove those videos from my channel as he was proven innocent and also the victim, because a lot of the points I made in my videos, well, they were proven false. However, this statement was made by Keem when he was still unliked.
If you're a Keemstar fan, you know I only tell the truth. So I'm very reluctant to tell this story. A couple months ago, back in May, I believe it was, iDubbbz uploaded a video that criticized me or whatever, and I was receiving a lot of hate. I was receiving a lot of dislikes. I was receiving people unsubbing, and one of my best friends on YouTube at the time was LeafyIsHere, and I ended up calling him to talk to him about it, and he suggested that he knew some site where I could bot the likes to make the dislikes not look as bad, or bot subscribers, and I fucking told him absolutely fucking not.
And of course, because Keemstar was not liked at all at this time when he made this video and put out this information, the response almost immediately was people saying that he did not provide any evidence to this entire claim. And because of his beef with Leafy, everybody took this claim as an immediate lie. Which, in all honesty, is a pretty normal thing to do. I mean, he had nothing backing up the claims, and well, because of the history, it seemed like a normal thing to lie about. Fast forward to Nick's video now, and now Leafy is at the receiving end of all this. And keep in mind, at this point, nobody really has a problem with Nick. Nick is a good guy, and honestly, I like Nick myself. He's a really good guy. He seems really genuine in everything that he says, and all around, I have zero issues with him. And I'd be willing to bet that not really anyone else does either. But Nick starts off this video saying that Leafy has used him for about 5 months and explicitly tells him to not reply to this video. And from that point on, goes through that entire 5 months of being used and his personal story for it. And I'm just gonna say this now, I believe Nick, but I am calling him out on this because it just seems like the Keemstar situation. Because right here, I'm just gonna show you a few of the claims that Nick makes in his video that he does not back up with any sort of evidence except for his own word.
You taking this 4 or 5 hours, or however many hours it takes, out of your time, dude, that's not worth a shout out, man. How about I pay you? Alright, sure, yeah, I mean, fuck, if you're gonna pay me, that's what's up. How much are you gonna pay me, dude? Is 20 bucks okay? So I'm like, fuck this guy, fuck this fucking piece of shit. I'm making a fucking video on this kid. Like, I am gonna go in on this guy. Now remember, there's about 20 people in this group chat, and the kid has not hit me up in about fucking 2 weeks. But after I say in the group chat that I'm gonna make a video about him, he magically hits me up. Hey Nick, yo Nick, man, what are you doing? What are you doing? Wanna call, wanna chat? So he hits us up, and he sits with us on Skype for 4 or 5 hours, creating the whole first Keemstar rant. And I'm not talking about just sitting there and like supporting him like, yeah, go Leafy, go. No, we pretty much made that whole fucking video. Like, that video is pretty much mine. But of course Leafy had to put his spin on it, say literally 1,000 fucking times, and repeat himself over and over again. Made stupid points because he really didn't have any points, because this whole move was a business decision.
Over and over again, the entire video is just endless claims against Leafy of what he said that Leafy told him to do. He told him to do this thing, he told him to do this thing, he used me here. Meanwhile, not including too many screenshots. Most of the time, it's just Nick talking. And really, the only time that he shows personal DMs is when he was talking to ElvisTheAlien. And if this entire thing is going on Skype like he says, why doesn't he show any of Leafy's DMs? Because during the entire video, the only one to show personal DMs with Leafy seems to be Herodic. So again, I don't really know. I tried to reach out to HeyWatchYourMouth to try and get a response from him to see if he could provide any of the evidence to back this up, but I'm yet to hear a response. Maybe you guys can tweet this video out at him. But right now, I just want to see more evidence, even though I do believe him. It's just these are major claims. Now, speaking about Leafy, I'm sure we all know him, and I'm sure that we all know deep down that he is a shitty person. And if you spend any time in the commentary community at all, you can just feel the thick air of negative energy that a lot of commentators have towards this person. Hell, just a few days ago, a friend of mine called SolidShibe made a negative video on LeafyIsHere as well called LOL Wanna Follow Back, where in the video itself, he calls out Leafy for his shitty habit of not crediting any other creators that help him with his work, emphasizing greatly, as Nick did in his video, that he never gives anyone a shout out. Really, it's a good video and you should give it a watch, link down below. Really, it's pretty obvious that these Leafy videos have been a long time coming for a lot of people, and truly, they have tied up a ton of loose ends that we otherwise would have never had an answer for. And definitely, Nick's video has to be the most damning of all of them. And honestly, in this situation, I just wish that Nick had showed more. If we just take his word, which at this point, we have no reason not to really trust him. It is only his word, but he has a pretty good track record. But these are some major claims that he is putting out here with zero evidence to back them up. But at the end of the day, I get that he might, for some odd reason, want to protect his privacy a little bit. But if Nick really wanted to lay his dick out on the table, like he said he wanted to in the video, he would have included those DMs between him and Leafy to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that these conversations really happened. And until those DMs come out, I am going to personally remain skeptical. Now please, if you think I'm wrong, tell me down below, and if you think that I changed your mind a little bit, also let me know that as well. I want to hear your guys' opinion on this, because for at least the next month or so, you know that this is going to be a major topic of debate that a lot of people are going to be talking about, and I just want to know your guys' stance. And if I'm going to say anything, it's don't take my word for this, draw your own conclusions, listen to Nick's video, listen to other people's videos, draw your own opinions, and I will be linking both SolidShibe's and Nick's video in the description. Anyways guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it or agreed with anything that I said, please hit that like button, and if you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. I would love a new addition to the Snake Army. Be sure to let me know your guys' opinion on this entire thing, because this is going to be a very hot subject for the next few days at least. And honestly, I do want to see those DMs. I do want to see actual proof behind this, so if you could, please tweet this video to HeyWatchYourMouth so that he sees it, and possibly we can get a little bit more information on this story. But other than that, make sure to check out yesterday's video. I know it was uploaded extremely late, just like this one is. I'm sorry, the last few days have just been fucking stupid. But tomorrow's video should be out at a reasonable time. Also, make sure to check out Lord Bung, because he is an extremely underrated content creator. He still hasn't reached 4,000. Come on, guys, go sub to him. Seriously, get him to 4,000. He's close to it. I mean, honestly, he really deserves it. Anyways, guys, make sure to follow me on Twitter to help decide future videos, and I will see you on the next one tomorrow. As always, Whiplash, signing out.